So earlier in the year, I was at my desk at P&G and I was talking to some of my coworkers, and I was mentioning to them how often I do something and I don't realize that I don't take the time to appreciate the fact that I've done it. So whether it's writing a new devotional, whether it's publishing a new book, whatever it is, because I am so results oriented, every time I check the box, yes, complete it, it's done, I just move on to the next thing. And by the end of the year, really by the end of the quarter, I have forgotten what I've accomplished in that quarter, in that month, or in that year. And so finally, I sat down. I was dreaming about it. This is why I knew I had to get it done. And so I've been thinking, I really need to just write a list of all the things that I've accomplished or that I've achieved in 2018. And so yesterday morning, I got up early while the house was still quiet. The kids home from college, but they were still sleeping. My husband was still sleeping. The dogs had been fed. They were quiet. And I took a legal pad. I literally went to the store and bought a legal pad just for this purpose. And I started to write down on a legal pad a list of all the things that I've accomplished in 2018. And I was surprised. I was actually very surprised, because as I was dreaming about it, and every time the thought kind of entered my head, I could only think of a couple things. And I thought, well, this won't take very long, because clearly I've not done very much this year. But I was so impressed with myself. I'm going to show you my little list. I mean, you don't have to read it, obviously, but this is my list of things that I have accomplished, and get my camera right, in 2018. And I'm so amazed and so proud of myself. And I actually showed it to my husband, and I said, did I forget anything? Because once I really started to write it down, I realized the thoughts that I often get that says, gosh, I don't feel like I'm being effective. Gosh, I don't feel like I'm really accomplishing anything. Man, this whole month has flown and I really didn't do anything. This list would say otherwise. I've been accomplishing a lot, but because I don't take the time to reflect on it, because I don't take the time to really think about it, I forget. Therefore, I don't value and I don't appreciate what I've done. And so this is my challenge to you. I always issue a challenge. My challenge to you is, before 2018 ends, so you still have a day and a few hours, get up in the morning or tonight once the kids go to bed, get a legal pad and a pen, and just start to reflect. Start to reflect and think back on what has transpired this year. What are the things that you've accomplished? And in many cases, a lot of the things on my list were not things that I had planned to do. So you know how at the beginning of a year we have in our mind, okay, I'm going to write out my objectives. These are the things I want to accomplish. That's the right way to do it. That was not what I did. But when you take a lot of, like I said, a lot of the things on this list were not things that I had planned to do, but they were opportunities that presented themselves and it made sense to do. When I started 2018, I had no idea I would be an adjunct professor at two universities. And I ended up doing that, and I had a great time doing it. But that wasn't part of my going into 2018 plan. So again, this is my challenge to you. Find some time between tonight and tomorrow at 11:59 p.m. to write out the things that you've accomplished this year. And then in 2019, when I come back to you, we're going to talk about what your plans are for the new year. All right, not resolutions, but what your plans are for the new year. All right, so I'm looking forward to still finishing 2018 strong. I have my kids in the house for another couple of hours before they go, and then they come back again, and then they go back again. So I'm going to enjoy them for a couple more hours, and then I'm going to celebrate with my church tomorrow night at our watch night service, and it'll be 2019. It'll be time to start this thing again, and I'm looking forward to it. We have some great plans. I personally have some great plans for my empowered speaker business for 2019, and I'm looking forward to it. I want to share those with you, which I will do in the new year, but I want you to be thinking about 2018. Let's reflect first, and then in 2019, I want to talk about what plans we have for next year. All right? Happy New Year in advance, and I'll see you in 2019.